It's 10 p.m. You have a deadline tomorrow. You know you should be working. You want to get it done. But instead, you're watching a video about an octopus escaping a jar. And then the guilt kicks in. Why am I like this? I'm so lazy. I have no willpower. Sound familiar? Here's the good news. You're not lazy. You're not broken. In fact, your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. Procrastination isn't a flaw, it's a protective mechanism. Today, we're going to look inside your head to uncover the surprising neuroscience of why you procrastinate. You'll learn why your brain treats an unread email like a saber-toothed tiger. And more importantly, I'll give you 3 evidence-based psychological tricks to hack your brain's defense system and finally get things done. Let's dive in. To understand procrastination, you have to understand that there's a civil war happening inside your head. It's a battle between 2 key players. First, there's the prefrontal cortex. This is the newest, most evolved part of your brain, right behind your forehead. It's responsible for logic, planning, and long-term goals. It's the part of you that says, let's finish this project now so we're not stressed tomorrow. Then there's the limbic system, which includes the amygdala. This part is ancient and primal. It controls emotion, fear, and the fight or flight response. Its only job is your immediate survival and comfort. Here's the problem. The limbic system is faster and stronger than your logical brain. When you face a task that makes you feel anxious, overwhelmed, bored, or insecure, like studying for an exam or having a difficult conversation, your amygdala lights up. It doesn't see a spreadsheet, it sees a threat. Your brain experiences negative emotions as actual pain, so the amygdala hijacks the controls and hits the flight button. Run away. Do something easy. Watch Netflix. Check Instagram. And when you do, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical, to make the anxiety disappear. You're not avoiding the work itself, you're avoiding the feelings associated with the work. Procrastination is an emotional coping strategy that's gone wrong. There's another psychological glitch at play here called temporal discounting. Your brain is wired to value immediate rewards far more than future rewards. A fun video right now feels real. Getting a good grade next week feels distant and abstract. From an evolutionary standpoint, this made sense. If you were a hunter-gatherer, eating food now was smarter than saving it for next month. You might not be alive next month. But in the modern world, this instinct causes problems. Your present self constantly sacrifices your future self for short-term comfort. We treat our future selves like strangers we don't really care about. So how do we fix this? You can't fight millions of years of evolution with willpower alone. You have to outsmart it. Here are 3 psychological hacks that work with your brain instead of against it. First, the 5-minute rule. The hardest part of any task is starting. The anticipation is almost always worse than the task itself. Your brain tells you it's too big, too painful, too overwhelming. So make a deal with it. Tell yourself, I'll do this for just 5 minutes. If I still hate it after 5 minutes, I can stop. This lowers the threat level. Your brain thinks, 5 minutes, I can survive that. Once you start, something important happens. Cortisol, the stress hormone, drops. You cross the threshold of resistance. Research shows that at around 80% of people continue working even after the 5 minutes are over. Second, shrink the task. If your to-do list says, write thesis, your brain sees a mountain and freezes. Instead of listing projects, list actions. Write thesis is a project. Open document is an action. Write a title is an action. Write one bad sentence is an action. Break tasks down into steps so small it feels almost silly not to do them. Tiny steps don't trigger the fear response, which means your brain doesn't try to escape. Third, the 5-4-3-2-1 launch. This technique comes from Mel Robbins and is designed to interrupt the automatic loop between feeling stressed and procrastinating. The moment you feel the urge to avoid something, count backward in your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then move your body. Stand up, walk to your desk, open the book. Counting backward forces your prefrontal cortex to engage. It interrupts the emotional autopilot of the limbic system and gives you a short window to act before your feelings take over again. Finally, here's the most important part. Forgive yourself. Beating yourself up only adds more negative emotion, which makes your brain want to procrastinate even more to escape the guilt. It's a vicious cycle. Recognize that your brain is trying to protect you from stress. You can even say, "Thanks for trying to keep me safe, but I've got this." Try the 5-minute rule right now on one thing you've been putting off. Just 5 minutes. Your future self will thank you. If you found this helpful, hit like so the algorithm knows to share it with other procrastinators eventually. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.